Chrisean Rock collapsing in tears while her own sister throws her under the bus? Oh, you thought family betrayal only happens on Game of Thrones? Nah, welcome to the real-life soap opera where blood ain't thicker than clout. And Baby Jr., that poor child caught in the middle, just became the internet's most controversial storyline since Blueface fumbled his rap career and his sanity at the same time. Picture this. Cameras rolling, fans screaming, timelines exploding, and then boom! Out of nowhere, Chrisean's sister flips sides like a WWE heel turn. The betrayal is so wild, it makes the Kardashians look like a Disney Channel reboot. Fans are clutching pearls, memes are being manufactured faster than Starbucks pumpkin spice lattes, and Chrisean? She's breaking down harder than the US economy during tax season. This isn't just drama, it's a betrayal buffet. Tears, scandals, receipts, and the kind of chaos that makes you question if reality TV has secretly been scripting our lives all along. Trust me, you're not ready for the levels of shade, savagery, and straight-up circus energy that just went down. And here's the kicker. This family fallout might just change everything. The internet is no stranger to Chrisean Rock's chaotic roller coaster of life. From fistfights on Hollywood sidewalks to IG lives that feel more like low-budget action movies. But this time, the chaos didn't come from Blueface, didn't come from Baby Jr. throwing a tantrum, and didn't even come from the TMZ cameras lurking in the bushes. Nope. This explosion came from within her own bloodline. And when family drama collides with fame, it's like mixing Mentos with Coke. Except the explosion isn't fizzy, it's toxic. It all started when whispers began leaking online about tension between Chrisean Rock and her sister. At first, fans brushed it off. After all, family disagreements in celebrity circles are about as common as Kanye dropping another controversy on a random Tuesday. But then receipts began to surface. And oh, did the internet eat them up like free Chick-fil-A on a Sunday? Screenshots, shady subtweets, Instagram lives that felt like trial testimonies, piece by piece. The betrayal stitched itself into the timeline. And at the center, Baby Jr., the child who has become more famous than half of today's SoundCloud rappers simply for existing in the middle of this chaotic circus. The scandal framed Baby Jr. not just as Chrisean's pride and joy, but as a pawn in a sibling rivalry that could make the Jackson family drama look like a wholesome episode of Full House. The breaking point? Chrisean's sister allegedly accused her of being unfit as a mother, dropping sly hints that Baby Jr. deserved better. Fans lost their collective minds. The comments section turned into a gladiator arena, with some defending Chrisean as the struggling yet determined mom, and others sharpening their digital pitchforks ready to crown the sister as the truth teller. Let's pause right there. Imagine your own sister turning on you in front of millions of people, airing dirty laundry that should have stayed buried in the hamper. That's not just betrayal. That's betrayal dipped in gasoline and lit with a viral spark. It's the kind of family feud that makes Thanksgiving dinner look like a UFC press conference. Chrisean, as expected, wasn't going to sit silently. This is the same woman who once tried to fight a camera crew while holding Baby Jr. You think she's going to let her sister slide with a betrayal? Please. Within hours, Chrisean collapsed into tears on social media, breaking down in front of the same fans who've been ride or die through her messes. And the meltdown wasn't a quiet, dignified cry either. It was raw, unfiltered, and chaotic, the kind of breakdown that instantly becomes a TikTok soundbite. And the internet? Oh, they didn't just watch. They dissected every tear, every gasp, every word, like detectives on CSI Instagram edition. Memes flooded the timeline faster than Lil Nas X control on Twitter. One viral post compared Chrisean's sister to Scar from The Lion King, while another labeled Baby Jr. as Simba caught in the crossfire. Fans laughed, cried, argued, and some even admitted they were tuning into this saga more religiously than their Netflix subscriptions. Now, let's get one thing clear. This wasn't just a family fight. This was an entertainment earthquake. When Chrisean's sister decided to go public, she essentially flipped the script of Chrisean's redemption arc. For months, Rock had been trying to shift her image from unhinged reality TV brawler to devoted mother trying to rebuild her life. And for a while, it was working. People were starting to root for her again. Baby Jr. was her symbol of change, her reset button. But her sister's betrayal ripped that narrative to shreds and left her reputation bleeding in the algorithm. Because here's the twisted reality. The internet doesn't care about healing, it cares about content. And nothing fuels content like betrayal. Betrayal is digital gold. It trends, it divides, it keeps people doom-scrolling at 3 a.m. The moment Chrisean's sister turned the spotlight on her, it wasn't just a scandal. It was a live-action series premiere. Fans started making TikTok recaps, Twitter threads, and even parody accounts pretending to be Baby Jr. delivering statements. Yes, the internet actually had a fake Baby Jr. account tweeting things like, "Auntie Wilden, somebody get me a juice box." And this is where the real fallout begins. Suddenly, Chrisean wasn't just dealing with personal heartbreak. She was fighting for control of the narrative. Because once the internet has your story in its hands, it stops being your story. It becomes community property, and everyone feels entitled to an opinion. The betrayal also sparked a new wave of celebrity commentary. Influencers, bloggers, podcasters, everyone was chiming in. Some took the sister's side, praising her for finally speaking truth. Others dragged her for clout chasing, comparing her to the long-lost Kardashian sibling who never got an invite to the family photo. But the loudest voices were the fans, who couldn't believe that even Baby Jr., not even 2 years old, had now become a trending hashtag. And let's not forget, Chrisean has never been one to let anyone else control her spotlight. That tearful breakdown wasn't weakness, it was strategy. Because in today's fame economy, crying on camera is currency. Tears equal clicks, and clicks equal relevance. She knew that by showing her collapse, she was reminding fans that, love her or hate her, she is still the star of this messy, messy show. Still, the betrayal hit hard. You could see it in her eyes. This wasn't the performative anger she usually throws at Blueface or some random paparazzi. This was personal. This was the sting of realizing that sometimes the people you share DNA with can be more dangerous than the strangers trying to drag you online. But here's the sinister beauty of it all. This collapse set the stage for what came next. The internet thrives on escalation. First comes the betrayal, then the breakdown, and soon enough, the world starts waiting for the clapback. And if you know Chrisean Rock, you know she doesn't clap back quietly. She claps back like a marching band at the Super Bowl halftime show. Fans were already speculating on what she'd do next. Would she cut her sister off completely? Would she air out family secrets in retaliation? Would she turn the entire saga into a Zeus Network spin-off show called Bloodline Betrayals? Honestly, none of those options seemed impossible. By the end of the first 24 hours, it was clear this wasn't a one-day headline. This was a saga. The betrayal wasn't just shocking, it was sticky, the kind of scandal that refuses to leave your timeline. And as the smoke cleared from that first round of chaos, one thing became undeniable. Chrisean Rock's collapse wasn't just about family drama. It was about fame, survival, and the brutal reality that when you live your life online, every tear is both a tragedy and a transaction. If you thought Chrisean's tearful collapse was the peak of this saga, oh no, that was just the appetizer. The internet thrives on escalation, and this betrayal turned into a 5-course scandal that had celebrities, fans, and even random TikTok psychics weighing in like they were auditioning for a panel on The View. Within hours of Chrisean's breakdown, Twitter threads multiplied like rabbits on Red Bull. Hashtags like #sistersnakes and Pray for Baby Jr. climbed trending charts. Fans were posting slow-motion replays of Chrisean's tears overlaid with dramatic violin music. One viral clip even spliced her sobbing with that infamous Kim Kardashian ugly cry face, creating a meme. Mashup so iconic it had people laughing through their shock. But the internet isn't just run by fans. It's fueled by celebrities who can't resist inserting themselves into drama they weren't invited to. And oh, did they show up? Blueface, never one to miss an opportunity for clout, jumped on Instagram Live with his usual chaotic commentary. He didn't defend Chrisean, didn't drag the sister. Nah, he just shrugged and said, "That's family business. But Baby Jr. mine too, so what's up?" The man could watch the world burn and still make it about himself. Fans roasted him mercilessly, calling his response the equivalent of bringing a water pistol to a house fire. Then came Cardi B, who quote tweeted a meme about the betrayal with, "Families be your biggest haters, chilly." The internet erupted, with people debating whether Cardi was subtly siding with Chrisean or just trolling for engagement. Nicki Minaj stans immediately twisted it into another round of Cardi versus Nicki discourse because apparently every cultural moment eventually becomes about their feud. And let's not forget the comedians. Cat Williams slid into the mix during a comedy set, comparing the sisters' betrayal to selling your sibling out for a Popeye's chicken sandwich and a Zeus Network contract. Dave Chappelle, always sharp with cultural commentary, allegedly joked, "Man, if my sister betrayed me, she'd at least wait until after Thanksgiving leftovers. That's family code." The clips went viral, feeding the flames. But the loudest reactions weren't from rappers or comedians. They came from the public. And this is where the scandal mutated from a betrayal into a full-blown digital riot. TikTok became a battlefield of think pieces. Some creators accused the sister of weaponizing motherhood for clout, while others called Chrisean too unstable to be raising a child on camera. Even psychologists and life coaches joined in, diagnosing Chrisean through 30-second clips like they were handing out free therapy sessions. And the memes. Oh, the memes. One compared the sister to Judas, with Chrisean photoshopped as Jesus holding Baby Jr. like the Holy Grail. Another showed Baby Jr. edited onto a WWE ring, captioned, "Caught in the crossfire." Fans joked that Baby Jr.'s first words might be, "Unsubscribe." The absurdity was unmatched. Now here's where the twist comes in. Just when fans thought the sister was the villain, she decided to go public with her own side of the story. In a late-night Instagram live that looked like it was filmed in a dimly lit storage room, she spilled tea so scalding it could sterilize wounds. She accused Chrisean of being reckless, of prioritizing fame over family, and hinted that Baby Jr. was better off with someone stable. Boom. That was the gasoline. Her words set the timeline ablaze. Suddenly, fans weren't just picking sides. They were forming armies. Team Chrisean versus Team Sister became the internet's new civil war. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds, with users quoting Bible verses 1 minute and dropping "Yo Mama" jokes the next. It was pure digital carnage. And like every great saga, conspiracy theories sprouted faster than mushrooms in the rain. Some claimed the sister was secretly negotiating with Zeus Network for a spin-off show. Others swore this was all a staged publicity stunt. The Blueface Extended Universe, they called it. One viral TikTok even suggested that Baby Jr. himself was a prop in a reality TV master plan. The tinfoil hats were working overtime. Meanwhile, Chrisean tried to regain control of the narrative. She posted cryptic messages on Instagram stories. "Loyalty is rare. Blood don't make you family. God sees all." Fans screenshot every word, dissecting them like ancient scrolls. The speculation reached fever pitch. Was she about to expose her sister? Drop receipts? Release a diss track? This is where celebrity culture showed its ugliest truth. We don't watch scandals, we binge them. And just like Netflix, we always want the next episode. Fans weren't satisfied with betrayal and tears. They wanted retaliation. They wanted fireworks. They wanted a season finale, and Chrisean delivered, kind of. Days later, she appeared at a public event. Eyes swollen from crying, but dressed in an outfit so extra it screamed, "Unbothered Queen." Paparazzi swarmed. Fans shouted support, and yet the shadow of betrayal loomed over every camera flash. She smiled, posed, but her silence was louder than any words. But silence doesn't stop the internet. In fact, it makes people talk louder. Think of Britney Spears going silent in 2007. People created entire fan movements around decoding her every move. Chrisean's silence turned into a puzzle fans were desperate to solve. The wildest part? Even unrelated celebrities jumped in. Young Miami joked, "This family drama got more twists than power." 50 Cent himself reposted a meme about Baby Jr. on his Instagram with the caption, "Somebody call stars, we need this storyline." When even 50 is clowning, you know the scandal has entered the Hall of Fame. And let's be real, betrayal is entertaining because it's relatable. Everybody's got that one family member who'd sell you out for Wi-Fi and a plate of wings. But when it happens on camera, with a celebrity at the center, it becomes modern mythology. Chrisean's collapse wasn't just her story anymore. It became the internet's latest obsession, the drama we didn't ask for but can't stop watching. And this is the cruel irony. While fans were busy turning her pain into memes and celebrities were using it as punchlines, Baby Jr. remained at the heart of it all. A child too young to speak was now trending worldwide, the unwilling mascot of betrayal. That's not just messy, that's tragic comedy at its peak. The question now wasn't whether Chrisean could recover from the betrayal, it was whether the public would let her. Because once the internet brands you with a scandal, it sticks like Gorilla Glue. And the sister, she had successfully cemented herself as a viral villain. People might forget tweets, but they never forget betrayal. The dust may have settled, but the fallout? It's just getting started. When the smoke cleared from Chrisean's meltdown and her sister's betrayal, the real story wasn't the tears or the memes. It was the long-term damage. And let me tell you, the consequences hit harder than a Floyd Mayweather jab. First off, Chrisean's reputation. For months, she had been carefully stitching together a redemption arc. Doting mother, career revival, a softer side the public could finally root for. But betrayal is the wrecking ball that smashes through carefully constructed image makeovers. Overnight, that arc disintegrated. Every time she tried to post something wholesome about Baby Jr., fans swarmed the comments. "Where's your sister now? You crying again today? Baby Jr. deserves peace." The narrative slipped from her hands like sand through fingers. Worse yet, brands were watching. See, companies love to swoop in when you're marketable, but when your name becomes synonymous with messy family feud, suddenly those deals dry up. A sneaker collab that was allegedly in the works? Silent. A talk show appearance rumored for later this year? Ghosted. PR teams hate unpredictability. And right now, Chrisean Rock was the human embodiment of a hurricane warning. But the scandal didn't just stain her. Oh no, the sister wasn't walking away unscathed either. While some fans crowned her the truth teller, others branded her a backstabbing opportunist. Think Brutus betraying Caesar, but instead of Shakespeare, the script was written by shade room commenters. Every move she made after that betrayal was scrutinized like evidence in a court case. Did she post a new outfit pic? She bought that with clout coins. Did she upload a motivational quote? Guilt's eating her alive. The internet dragged her like luggage through an airport. And then there was Baby Jr., the tiniest celebrity no one asked for. While too young to even spell betrayal, he had become the centerpiece of a war. His name trended, his face plastered across memes, his existence debated like a political scandal. Some fans defended him fiercely, tweeting, "Protect Baby Jr. at all costs." Others joked that his first reality show appearance would come before his first words. It was absurd, surreal, and a little disturbing. But here's the twist. Chrisean didn't collapse just to stay collapsed. No, she began to plot her comeback. She's no stranger to chaos. In fact, chaos is her currency. And the more the world tried to count her out, the more determined she became to flip the script. Weeks after the betrayal, rumors spread that Chrisean was working on new music. Songs that allegedly contained thinly veiled shots at her sister. Fans speculated about diss tracks, cryptic lyrics, even music videos featuring symbolic imagery of snakes in the grass. If there's one thing the internet loves, it's a feud set to a beat. And then came the interviews. Chrisean started popping up on podcasts, spilling just enough tea to keep fans hooked without giving away the full kettle. She framed herself as the betrayed warrior, the misunderstood mother fighting for respect in an industry that thrives on tearing women down. It was smart, calculated, and dripping with the same raw energy that made her famous in the first place. Meanwhile, the sister? She faded into the shadows. At first, she tried to ride the wave of attention, but the internet doesn't forgive easily. Soon, her comments were filled with snake emojis, accusations of jealousy, and brutal reminders that betrayal might make you famous, but it rarely makes you beloved. She had gone from shocking whistleblower to permanent villain in less time than it takes for Blueface to get arrested again. But the real aftermath played out in the court of public opinion. Fans weren't just debating who was right or wrong, they were psychoanalyzing every angle, every motive. Some insisted the sister's betrayal was staged, a publicity stunt cooked up for Zeus Network cameras. Others swore it was genuine, proof that fame corrupts families like a virus. Theories spread, alliances shifted, and all the while, Chrisean's collapse remained etched in the cultural memory. The larger question became, what does this do to her future? Can Chrisean rebuild her career, or is she doomed to be remembered as the woman who fell apart online while her own sister aired her out? In the brutal world of celebrity culture, redemption is possible. But only if you can control the narrative. And Chrisean, she's been trying to snatch that control back with both hands. Let's not sugarcoat it. Betrayal changes people. And in Chrisean's case, it changed how the world saw her. For some fans, the collapse made her human, vulnerable, someone they could finally relate to. For others, it confirmed every stereotype: unstable, chaotic, addicted to attention. That split perception is her new reality, and it's a double-edged sword sharper than any diss lyric. Double-edged sword sharper than any diss lyric. Still, in the land of viral scandals, tragedy and comedy dance hand in hand. While Chrisean mourned the betrayal, the internet kept laughing. New memes popped up weekly, remixing her tears, re-editing her sister's quotes, creating fictional baby Junior press conferences. It was both cruel and hilarious, the kind of modern-day gladiator entertainment that proves we live in a digital coliseum. And here's the cruel irony. This saga might have ruined relationships, but it cemented legacies. Chrisean Rock will forever be associated with that collapse, that betrayal, that raw moment of public unraveling. Her sister will forever be remembered as the snake who bit her own blood for clout. And baby Junior? Well, he unintentionally became the most famous toddler in hip-hop history, an innocent symbol of both tragedy and meme culture. By the end of it all, one truth was clear. In the world of fame, betrayal isn't just personal, it's profitable. Every tear, every clapback, every hashtag becomes content, and content is king. The betrayal didn't end Chrisean Rock. It transformed her into a new kind of spectacle, one where collapse and comeback are two sides of the same viral coin. But don't think this is over. Oh no, this is only season 1. Because if you know anything about Chrisean, it's that her life doesn't do finales. It does cliffhangers. The betrayal saga may fade from the trending list, but another scandal, another twist, another shocking headline is always waiting just around the corner. And fans, they'll be right there, popcorn in hand, ready to binge watch the next chapter of chaos. And there you have it. Folks, Chrisean Rock, betrayed by her own sister, collapsing harder than Blockbuster during the Netflix takeover. Baby Junior didn't ask for this, but here he is, the unintentional face of betrayal, trending harder than half the rappers trying to go viral on TikTok. And the sister? She's officially enrolled in the Hall of Fame for family backstabbers, right next to Kane, Abel, and whoever leaked Beyoncé's unedited vocals. But here's where you come in. I need you to sound off in the comments. Whose side are you on? Is Chrisean the heartbroken mother we should be protecting, or did her sister just expose the receipts nobody wanted to admit? Drop your theories, your memes, your savage one-liners, because let's be real, the comments on videos like this are better than half of Twitter. And don't just scroll away like you didn't binge this whole scandal with popcorn in hand. Nah, smash that like button like it owes you child support. Hit subscribe like you're slamming the courtroom gavel in a Zeus Network finale. And turn on that bell so you don't miss the next meltdown, because in this universe, scandals don't trickle out. They explode. Every week, every hour, another celebrity sets fire to their own life, and we're here to fan the flames, pour gasoline, and roast marshmallows on the ashes. So, if you thought this betrayal was wild, just wait until the next bomb drops. This isn't just drama, it's a lifestyle. This isn't just chaos, and it's currency. And this channel, this is where the scandals live forever. So stay locked, stay messy, and remember, in the world of fame, there are no happy endings. Just cliffhangers. This is Scandal Spark, and we'll see you in the next explosion.